Yo, what's up, friends? I'm doing another random War of the Visions video today, and I'm on just one of my random alt accounts, and I'm looking at Volke. On this account, let's see. I have been playing like kind of a mage team with Halloween Selir, Little Leela, and Summer Amnelis. But this is a composition I'm playing on another one of my random accounts where I lucked into Amnelis. And during the anniversary you could pick one unit, so I did go ahead and pick El Sorel. And of course I have the little Nicole boy. So my thoughts on this account, I was telling myself, you know, the next time there's a water unit, I will probably go for it. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. So let's start off by just reviewing Volke's Limit Burst. Now, the first thing I noticed when Volke was released, okay, is if we do look at his Limit Burst, there's a lot of like rocks everywhere, right? He smashes the rocks. He brings up a big boulder and smashes it, right? And then when you take that into consideration and you look at his outfit, he actually probably was designed as an earth unit, to be honest. Like his limit break and his outfit do, like all of it really matches earth. So yeah, obviously for earth we did get what's her name, Shadow Lynx on ice, and earth and spear have been getting some kind of like cards that mesh together. For example, Shadow Lynx's card meshes with earth and well, with fist and spear quite well. So yeah, was he designed as an earth unit, but they just swapped the elements around to rearrange and, you know, make it more balanced? I think that that is what happened, because the other unit, Selir, she also kind of looks like an ice unit when you just look at her. And they made her light, and then of course we got Frievia. We got Frievia, which was ice. So I'm thinking that they just reworked some of the elements of these units to kind of, I guess, you know, keep the elements more balanced and not like just hit the same element over and over. Now, what I'm missing on this account for a pure water team, like I don't have Dark Odin. And what's the other card that's good for this group? It's the El Sorel's card, basically the drag racing chocobo. That card covers all three units: fist, greatsword, and book maces, which that is not the card. But yeah, on this account, okay, I created this account before WOTV Global went EOS. And I just did so in order to kind of scout JP, scout like more or less the comebacks, and see like, you know, is there like a 30-day bonus that's interesting? Is there like bonus pulls on collabs and stuff like that? And ultimately, one of the things I did not do was do all of the what's it called, all of the new player pools. So that's the biggest reason why I don't have Dark Odin, because I usually would pick up Dark Odin. It's just such a easy card to use and a pretty solid Esper. Now I did not get Dark Odin there. I got Dark Shiva, which I already have maxed and all that. But yeah, in order to play like El Sorel, El Sorel and Volke, I would definitely want to have Dark Odin. So I don't have that, which is a little bit of a hindrance. And I do have one selection ticket for a vision card. Oh, I got a new unit. Let me guess. Oh, whatever. So I have one selection card. So, yeah, that's not enough to get both of the cards I need. If I could get both cards, that would probably be better. Now, not gonna lie, this Esper itself is actually quite good. So I'll do one pull just for the Esper. The vision card also is really great for light units. But the Esper itself is pretty generic for a magic unit, where you can get 20% magic, 25 magic attack. You can also get magic attack, magic reduction penetration, and you can also get like AoE res plus unit res. So for somebody like an Amnalist, like that's a good Esper. Although, of course, Dark Siren is pretty good as well. I think Dark Siren is the vision card that I took during the anniversary, where you could select a vision card for like 6,000. I think that's what I took, Dark Siren, to go with Amnalist. But, you know, I'll just try some pulls, and hopefully I do get it. Doing a pity would be whack. But, you know, doing pities is, I think, part of the game. I may have pitied Halloween Selir on this account. I don't quite recall. I remember having extremely bad luck with Halloween Selir, so I may have done a pity for it. But this is going to be a UR? Yeah. No, it's not. So, on some other news, we are actually going to see a maintenance at the end of the week, like a 5-hour maintenance. So who knows really what that means? I have been following like people on Twitter, JP players, and some people are tripping, saying like, you know, man, maybe this is EOS. And some other people are saying, don't worry, bro, it's a huge collab coming. So could it be a collab finally after like 2 months? Yeah, it's hard to know. We'll really just have to wait and see. One other thing that I was waiting to see would be Volke's vision card, but the news is not out yet. And Volke's VC could be interesting. It really depends. I think it's gonna be the first water card that has that extra stat. So I was really curious about what that's gonna be, what groups it's gonna cover. Is it gonna be another Dark Esper? Because the last two cards have been, well, I guess let me recalibrate that. So we had Selir at the beginning of the month. Before that, Fraevia. Before that, Lucia. So out of 3 vision cards, 2 of them were Espers. We had Dark Anima, which was a Dark Esper, which means that to do a pity would be 50,000 or 34,000. And then Selir's card, which is still around. Now, Dark Anima, I believe I got it on like just doing the first pull on a couple of accounts. And it's a great Esper. It's a great Esper. The vision card is a little bit lackluster. I would have really liked to see them at least upgrade it to a hollow vision card, like a hollow Dark Esper. I think that would have been smart. Just a regular Dark Esper makes it like a lot less powerful as a vision card. Would have gotten like, you know, 5 to 10% more stats everywhere if it was a hollow VC, but they didn't do that. They just went with a regular Dark Esper, which is a little bit off. But the new Espers, you know, 22 agility and really good nodes is pretty nice. Okay, this is my first UR, 5th step, Volke. It's Jaden. So yeah, quite unfortunate that I'm not getting that lucky with Volke here. But it's gonna be a gold book right now. And it'll just be Volk, right? Just gonna put me out of my misery. Just gonna put me out of my pulling misery. Yeah, lately I've had pretty average luck, leaning on the bad side for these fest events. Lucia in particular, I was really hyped for, and I basically just did a bunch of pities for her. Oh man, this is not Volk. That's crazy. This is Sir O. Dang. A unit I did not really need, but I'll take it. One of the nice things about the Elemental Fest is the top basically pull like shard is always a unit. So it does feel a little bit better to not see like UR VCs and stuff like that up there when you're pulling for a unit. But that was basically the wrong water element unit, right? I'm going for Volk. I don't really need Sir O. But here's another UR. So hopefully this is it, because I would rather not do a pity. So I can, I guess, talk myself into getting the vision card. So I have seen people play Volk. And Volk is he's pretty alright. But I want to say that the problem right now, in the meta at least, is the strongest team is most likely by far the Spear girls, Glassy and Reese. Together, they're just so good. And that's like the team that every time I face in quick pick or quick battles, and you know, in guild battles, like when I do mock battles, that's the team that's actually really hard to beat. As I get a Maviana. So I got 2 ice URs on the water fest. Dang. So let's do the last step. But yeah, that team is so hard to beat, man. Glassy is such a machine. Like, Glassy is really the hardest one to kill. She's so fast. She does this thing where when you take her low, she'll give herself haste. Reese is obviously really good, but Glassy is so fucking tanky, and she hits like an absolute truck. One of her abilities will do like, I think it's like a Earth Imperil, and maybe even like a Spear Imperil, like where your spear resistance goes down. And it's just so hard to beat. Like, you know, even when I try to use like wind units against like the Earth Glassy, you know, sometimes with like, what's her name? Shadowlinks. It's still like, they still hit like crazy hard where they're doing like over 9,000 damage, over 10,000 damage against wind units, you know what I mean? It's such a hard... Okay, nice. I got Volk. And I only had to do the 4-step. So, yeah, that kind of resolves that issue for me. Now I can just farm him out. And, yeah, I can eventually just work on some of my vision cards. I still need to do some work on Glassy, so I'll eventually do that. But yeah, that kind of just takes care of that. And there's nothing much else to talk about. Yeah, we're still waiting on the news for next week. And that's more or less it. I think in the racks, I may have... Who do I have in the racks on this account? Just some collaboration units, pretty much. 13 minutes. Maybe I take out Nicole. I'll just take out Nicole for now. And we'll see about sliding him back in later. But yeah, man, I really do wonder where this game is going. Like, is there gonna be anything new and interesting? What are their plans for the game? Are we gonna see a collab? We're going on 2 months of no collab, and this is the first maintenance in that same time period, 2 months. So, is it possible that they're gonna finally throw a collab at us? It's hard to say if that is gonna be the case. I'm almost leaning in the direction that it won't be a collab, it's gonna be some other type of event, like maybe like a celebration style event or something like that. Something else that's not a collaboration. That's what I'm leaning towards. Of course, we'll have to wait and see, like probably another entire week, because there's like 10, 11 days for the rest of the month. And we'll just have to see. There he is. I saved a hard quest just to run it. And since this is my first day? Yeah, this is my first day with the comeback. So I can get like, basically 8 days of bonus shards, which will just make it easier for me to finish him up. And yeah, that's my first Volk. I haven't gotten any Volks, on my other accounts just from doing one pull. This is my first one. And better luck than I expected. I was almost expecting a pity, but now I just have to wait and see what's going to be coming with the vision card. I almost have a feeling that the vision card is not going to include greatsword or mace. That's just, a feeling that I have, that they're going to try to pair Volk with other things, like probably maybe axe, maybe spear, maybe red mage. I really don't know. But yeah, I think he's good. I don't think he's particularly like that overpowered, at least right now. That's my thoughts on him. I think his kit is a little bit, it's not as insane as like, let's say Glassy's kit, where Glassy just seems to do everything, like HP absorb, heal backs, gives herself haste, imperils, gives herself barriers constantly. She does just so much crazy stuff. And of course she has her own Esper, which is gonna like significantly increase her performance, like more damage, more survivability. There's like 5% human resistance. She gets 15% all element resist on her Dream Awakening when you get her to 140. She's just crazy, right? I have only one account where I have Glassy and Reese, and even though I have other stuff, I'm probably going to reincarnate those two units. And despite like, not really having the perfect third partner, which right now is Belle, and not having all of the like best vision cards for that team, like I don't have Glassy's card, I don't have Shadow Lynx's card, I think I'm just gonna still play that team for now on that count, because the performance that I have seen from Glassy is just out of this world really good. Even though I could play like maybe Dark, I could play Light, I think I'm just gonna stick to the Spear units on that team, just because it's so cookie cutter strong. Like it just seems to beat everything, right? It beats mages, it beats the Dark team, it just beats everything. And it does so also like very, very handily. Like it's just, it's not even really close, where they're just too strong essentially. So going forward, in the meta, we're really gonna have to see some units that are like, I don't know, like anti-spear, like just can really bonk those units. Like probably the Windfest unit is probably gonna be the thing that counters the basically the spear meta. I don't know what unit they're planning to do for Windfest, but it almost has to be that, because it, like the wind meta, if you look at in WOTV stats, right, you look at the top teams, like the first top 5, they're all running Bell, Reese, and Glassy. Like everybody's running that on defense. On offense it varies a little bit, but on defense it's like it's been that for a couple of weeks. You know, I think Bell is over a month old now. It's been that, and it's just not going away. So anyways, boys, that was my Volke video, and we'll see what they bring out next week, the following month. I am gonna be a little bit more busy next month, so I don't exactly know what how things are gonna shape up for me in terms of WOTV. I might have to AFK a little bit more than I want to, because I'm going away, and I'm going away to do something that's like completely, you know, not video game friendly. So I may just force myself to ignore WOTV altogether now, and that's gonna be it. You know, I'm always gonna be asking the question, you know, are we going to EOS this month? As a last thought, I think that EOS is not gonna be coming this month, but I do actually think that within 6 months it's probably coming. That's my thoughts. For some reason I'm just leaning in that direction. I don't think the game makes it to the 7th anniversary. I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong, but that's my feeling right now. That's where I'm leaning right now. So let's see, what units do I don't even know anymore. We'll go like this. Yeah, let's Oberon. Maybe I start working on Sir O. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. One thing that I have been doing over the past several months, like just very slowly, is starting to clear the Farplane archives on my alts, because I've obviously done it on my mains, and there's a lot of like good rewards here on this account. This is one of like my last accounts where I still have a little bit of work to do on the far planes. Oh damn, now I have to farm this fucking weapon too, shit. But like you see, I still have like some missions left. There's probably quite a few missions that I have to do, but I think I've done the multis on all of them. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I think I've done all the multis just by duoing with another account that I full cleared it on. But I have lots of these missions left, and that's more or less how I've accumulated like 100,000, right? And I think I have like maybe 2 accounts that I'm not finished, but I have cleared them, like all of the far planes on all of my alts, just like, you know, over the past like 2-3 months. And it's been like a good thing for me to do, because I just don't have that much to do in the game at this time. Anyways, I'm just rambling as per usual. There's no news. I was really hoping the news would come out today, so I could do like a 2-for-1 video, you know, do a pull plus do the news at the same time, but that's not that did not occur. Anyways, I'm out. Peace out till next time.